The email arrived at 7:42 a.m. Subject: "Thank you for attending yesterday's interview." I stared at it while standing in my kitchen, coffee halfway to my mouth. Yesterday, I hadn't attended any interview. In fact, I hadn't even applied for a job recently. I opened the email. "Dear Alex Carter, thank you for taking the time to meet with us yesterday. We were impressed with your experience. We would like to invite you to the final stage of our hiring process. Please confirm your availability for tomorrow at 10 a.m. My stomach tightened. This is a mistake. I muttered, wrong email, wrong person, simple. Except, the message included details, very specific details. Your comment about people being predictable under pressure was particularly interesting. I froze, because that sounded exactly like something I would say. Still, I dismissed it. Companies send mass emails all the time. Until my phone buzzed, a new notification. Calendar event added. Final interview, 10 a.m. tomorrow, location included. A corporate office downtown. I frowned. I didn't add this. I checked the event details. Organizer, me. That's when the uneasiness started. At work, I tried to ignore it, focus on my tasks. But the thought kept coming back. If I didn't attend the first interview, then who did? At lunch, curiosity got the better of me. I searched the company online. It was real, a consulting firm, mid-sized, nothing suspicious. Then I checked my sent emails, and my heart skipped. Because there it was, sent 2 days ago. Subject: application submission. I opened it slowly. It was a full application, resume attached. Cover letter written in my tone, signed with my name. "I didn't write this," I whispered. Later that afternoon, another email arrived. "Hi Alex, just a reminder about your final interview. We're excited to continue the conversation. Daniel Reeves." I stared at the name, Daniel Reeves. I didn't know him, but the name felt familiar. Like something I had heard before. That night, I couldn't sleep. At 2:11 a.m., I got out of bed and opened my laptop. I searched my email again. Scrolled further back. That's when I found it. Draft, not sent. Subject, interview notes. Inside was a detailed summary of the first interview. Questions, answers, observations. Daniel seems too interested in my personal decision-making patterns. The next morning, I made a decision. I would go to the interview, not because I wanted the job, but because I needed answers. The office building was exactly where the calendar said it would be. Modern, clean, professional, nothing unusual. At reception, the woman smiled. "Alex Carter." I nodded. She checked her list. "Daniel is expecting you." Of course he was. I sat in the waiting area for a few minutes, trying to steady my thoughts. Then a man approached, mid-40s, calm expression. Sharp eyes. "Alex," he said, extending his hand. "I'm Daniel." The moment I shook his hand, a strange feeling hit me. Recognition, like I had already met him. "Good to see you again," he added. I forced a smile. "Yeah? You too." We walked into his office, closed the door. Daniel studied me for a moment, longer than necessary. Then he said something that made my chest tighten. "You don't remember the first interview, do you?" I froze. "What?" He leaned back in his chair. "You're not the same version of Alex who came here yesterday." My heart started racing. "What are you talking about?" Daniel smiled slightly. "Yesterday, you were different." I stood up. "This is some kind of joke." "No," he said calmly. "It's a test." "For what?" "For consistency. We study decision-making under repeated conditions." My stomach dropped. "Repeated?" "Yes," he said. "And you've been part of this process longer than you think." "What process?" He paused, then said the sentence that made everything feel unreal. "We've been interviewing you multiple times." I felt dizzy. "That's impossible, is it?" he asked. "Check your calendar." Scrolled back. Days, weeks, there were multiple entries. Interview to 10 a.m. repeated over and over. My throat went dry. What did I say in those interviews? Daniel smiled faintly. "Different things. Sometimes you accepted the job." He paused. "Sometimes you refused." I stared at him. "And today?" He leaned forward. "That depends on you." I felt a growing sense of dread. "Why me?" Daniel's expression didn't change. "Because you're one of the few subjects who notices the inconsistencies." My heart pounded. Subjects: yes, I stepped back. This is insane. Daniel stood up slowly. Maybe. Then he walked to the door, opened it. Or maybe this is just another interview. I hesitated. Another. He looked back at me. And the real question is, what are you going to choose this time?